Tin Hut. Hi guys, General Splatting here. Continuing onward. Alright, let's do some detail highlighting. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get that red emblem right on the front. I'm going to be using K-Door base highlight. Oh no, that's not right. What is it called? K-Door red highlight. That's what it's called, K-Door red, which is orange. But anyway, alright, let's get myself in camera frame. There we are. Ooh, this is kind of hard because I need more magnification. There we go. No, I just need it to focus up a little. What I'm going to do is just put it on the tops here. This is so small, I don't even know if it's going to make that much of a difference. Yeah, okay, I can see it. Ooh, there it goes. Just need a chance to get some on there. Alright. Instead of doing a whole vid on it, I've been thinking about this. I've been hearing a lot about lighting and lamps and stuff lately. Since I used to run an electrical department, I figured I'd give y'all a little help on about lamps and lighting. Alright, first of all, about lamps. Completely irrelevant. I don't care what kind of lamp you get. You can get a $2 lamp from a yard sale. You can get a $1,000 lamp from the best store in town. Lamps make absolutely no difference whatsoever. All they do is provide electricity. What makes the difference, obviously, is the bulb. Now, the bulb will provide the light source. So you got to ask yourself the next question, well, what kind of light? Well, is there different kinds of light? And the answer is yes, there is. And it deals with the coloration of the light. Forget about wattage. Well, you don't have to forget about it, but more wattage will produce a stronger bulb. But you're really wanting to focus on the coloration of the light. Now, light breaks down into what is called illumins. The illumination it gives off, the coloration of the light, is what you're concerned with. At the bottom of the spectrum of the light is about 2,500 lumens. Now, at the top of the spectrum is 6,500 lumens. And in between, you have the various shades, if you will. Now, at the bottom of the spectrum, the 2,500 light illumins, on my diatribe there. Now I'm fixing to start doing some highlighting on the black. Alright, let's see where I want to start. Oh, I got the wrong color. Let me get the other color. Come back here. There we go. So, am I still in frame? Yeah, more or less. Alright, so at the bottom of the spectrum, or the bottom of the scale, rather, it's not the spectrum because that breaks it into the prismatic colors. At the bottom of the scale, the 2,500 illumins, there's going to be a very yellowish light, a dull type of light. That would be what just regular kind of incandescent bulb, a regular bulb. Those are generally, or at least the older ones back before they started making different colorations on the bulb so much. In Europe and overseas, I don't know what y'all would call it. That would be a type of soft white light. It's very yellow, a dull color. Now, as you go up through the color spectrum, or the color scale for the illumins, 6500 is daylight. You know, very bright, and it's a very bright bluish light. So, since to get true colorations, you want to stay, you know, on the higher the scale. You know, a 6500 aluminum, illumin bulb, 5500. In the middle, there's at least bulbs in the U.S. are termed like cool white, because you have, if I could stop for a second, at 2500 you have the yellowish light. 6500 you have daylight. Well, right in the middle around 4500 you have what we call a cool white bulb. That'll be a bluish bulb. It'll if you have two bulbs that are exactly the same wattage, the 2500 is going to look a lot duller or lower intensity than the 4500 bulb would be. So because the 4500 bulb is a bluish light, whereas this is a yellow, dull, softer light. So that's, and wattage, if they're the same, that bluish light is always going to show brighter than the yellower light. So that's just a little blurb about lighting and your bulbs. It's not the lamp. I don't care what anybody says, it's the bulb. If you get a daylight bulb or something with very high lumens, you're going to get a more truer light to be able to see your colors. If you go lower, then you're going to have a more yellow light, like a room lighting, you know, for ambient effects, with a softer, gentler light, you know, less harsh in nature on your eyes. So that will be the difference. Alright. I don't know if I should go silver on that or not. I'll leave that. Oh yeah, I gotta do here. So you want to stick to the higher lumens. You want to get up in the, if you could find a daylight bulb, great, then all your problems are solved. But don't worry about wattage. Wattage isn't the key. It's the coloration of that light. If you have any questions, PM me, asking a comment. I was going to do just a video on it and have the scale drawn out and show you, or maybe even copied off the internet if I could find one. We used to have them at work. But it was very easy to explain it to people. Then we're seeing a little chart. Okay. It's not great because I can't get in there to do it very well. Okay. But if you have any questions, just let me know. Oh, we're already at 8 minutes. Alright, time for the secret weapon black highlight. I'm not going to tell you what this is. I got to do a review on it. But it makes black look so cool. Let's go up. Alright, I don't know if it's starting to show yet or not, but it's really not going to. Ooh, did I hit my... Let's take it down just a touch more. There we go. Now, I'll come over here and get some of this to put back up toward the top. Yep, there it goes. Kind of a wet blend going on there. Crap. I hate spasms. Oh well, I can get it. Clean out that brush a little. See how subtle that is on the black? Very realistic though. Keep promising to do a product review on this stuff. Excuse me. frame.
Yep.
Alright, I need to go up a little bit more so I get my next one. So, there we go. I hope y'all had a... Oh, if I don't know if anybody noticed it, anybody never mentioned it. In part 5, I'm sorry, I did not flip the image. I forgot to do that on part 5. I think it was part 5. Yeah. So I remember to do it on part 6 here.
And now we're into part 7. Get it a little bit higher. Right there. Come on now, don't start that. Start to rub it. I should let it dry a little, so we'll have to pat it in. Now, I've got plenty up there. Let's do what I need to do. Yeah, you're going to be ornery today, ain't you? Well, anyway, I'm going to have to let this dry before I get it in there. I can see. Just want to not do.
Oh, phooey.
Anyway, let's try one more thing.
There we go.
Let's see how
How's that look? Terrible. Yeah, I can come back and blend some other stuff into it.
down toward the bottom. Yeah, that's more like it. Trying to work fast. Heck, I'm already up to 12.5 minutes. But I got that highlighted, this highlighted, and all the other black highlighted. Went ahead and added that black here to the gun. I want it really darken up, and then I'll come back with do some edge highlighting for it.
But we'll play around with the arrow a little bit more. It's not as sharp. That's almost showing up white. Believe me, it's not that pronounced in real life. But it does give it a good highlight, and I'll go back in there once this dries out and even all that out and fix it. So, if you have any questions about the light bulbs, let me know. I would think they're probably termed the same. Just remember, you want to stay toward the high end of that scale, 6500, around daylight, bright white. Stay away from the cool white, and well, the cool white can work for you, but stay away from the soft whites, the real low. Always look on the bulb package. It'll have the illumins on there, and you want to stay in that high range, 55, 6500, something like that. You'll be closer to true light, the daylight. If you see something in the 3100, 3150s, 2500s, even 4000s for that matter, 4000 or below, you stay away from it. It'll be a distorted light for you. Have any questions about that, just let me know. This is General Splatton. I'll talk again. Dismissed.